top story tonight, more mosquitoes have tested positive for eastern equine encephalitis. And now the state has started spraying ahead of the Labor Day weekend.
Newsday's Bob Wilson has a closer look at which towns have tested positive and what you can do to protect yourself.
This year was a very bad year. We had a very mild, wet winter and spring, which set off a big hatch of spring mosquitoes.
Not only a bad year, but a very early year. The Agricultural Experimental Station in New Haven has been testing the state all summer. The first positive mosquitoes for EEE was back in July. Deep thought maybe things would quiet down, but they say it really hasn't. Mosquitoes have tested positive in Canterbury, Ledyard, North Stonington, Sterling, and Voluntown. A deer also tested positive in Lisbon.
And they have been getting positive isolations in mosquitoes down here throughout the summer. And it has been building and slowly expanding.
So tonight, to get out ahead of the Labor Day weekend, Deep started spraying in some of the infected areas.
And we have 2 trucks on their way. We're doing truck-mounted, what's called adulticiding or spraying, and to help knock down the adult mosquito population.
So a couple of things to keep in mind this Labor Day weekend. Mosquitoes are most active at dawn and dusk. That means you should limit your time those times of the day. Also, wear longer sleeves, long pants, and mosquito repellent if possible. And Deep says keep in mind these mosquito-borne viruses are pretty rare.
Everything I've heard is this is an extremely rare virus, but it's scary. Like, mosquitoes are scary. You know, people are worried about their kids.
One person has died of eastern equine encephalitis in New Hampshire, but in Connecticut so far, there have been no human cases. But Deep says the risk level remains elevated for the eastern part of the state.
Mosquito repellent, that's going to be my next target run.
For those who must work in the outdoors and in and around the woods, Deep recommends doubling down on the precautions as EEE threats usually go well into September. Bob Wilson, News 8.